Daddy ko may kasalanan. Sobrang pressure, lagi akong takot.
Nagkamali ka na hanggang ngayon talagang naaalala mo pa?
Naalala ko siya kasi na-traumatize ako. The more you put me down, the more I'm gonna prove you wrong. I love my life, and this is a life that is the envy of somebody.
Sinag Spotlight.
Hi and welcome to Sinag Spotlight. Makakasama natin ngayong araw na ito ang kauna-unahang Filipino broadcaster na narinig natin sa airwaves ng Qatar. Joining us here at Sinag Spotlight is Chloe.
Listen to the voice inside you that tells you to wonder, explore, pause, taste, connect, and let yourself fly to new discoveries with Philippine Airlines.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Raymond! I'm so glad to be here.
I'm also so glad and excited, pero sobrang kabado din ako. Honestly, kanina binabanggit ko na yan.
Yeah.
Kinukwento ko na sa'yo because one of the things that I do admire in an individual, lalong-lalo na sa kababaihan, is yung talagang pagiging independent, yung strong-willed, and I see that in you.
Thank you.
As in sobra.
I appreciate that. Oo naman, syempre.
So kumbaga, medyo may sort of admiration, and at the same time, feeling ko kailangan ko i-switch on yung interviewer mode on ko, diba? Pero, kapag i-switch on ko naman yun, sabi ko parang medyo nai-intimidate din ako. So I don't know how this conversation will go.
Yeah, well, the briefing you gave me earlier, sabi mo dapat ano lang tayo, kwentuhan. Yes.
So, pero ayun na nga, ako yung kabado.
Yeah.
But how are you?
Well, you're doing great. We're doing great. I think, well, now that we are almost done with Ramadan, syempre, bago na naman yung schedule sa una sa lahat sa trabaho.
Exactly.
So that's something that I have to adjust again. Other than that, my family's coming to Qatar soon. So they're visiting for the first time. So si mama ko, and then mga pamangkin. So I'm really excited about the fact that they're gonna be here siguro mga mid-April.
I see. That's
so baka
going to be
malamig
good.
pa, no?
And maayos pa, maayos pa ang weather. And actually ako, natuwa ako kanina nung meron tayong conversation kasi it's the very first conversation that we've had.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing you around for the past 5 or 6 years now.
Can you imagine?
Oo nga
Kasi tayo nag-usap ng maayos.
Well, actually, kasi public setting lagi eh. The
That's
first
true.
time that I saw you, I think, was at a concert of Martin Rivera and Lani Misalucha.
Long time, my
Oo,
friend.
kasi nag-host kami nun ni Shay.
Oo, I remember.
And then you were there. So that's
Yeah.
the first time that I saw you.
Yeah.
And sabi ko, she's really someone. Iba yung aura talaga eh. Kaya sabi ko nakaka-intimidate.
Ay, naman. You have so many kind words for me today. Thank you. I appreciate
but
that.
that's why it's a pleasure to have you here. And sabi mo, pupunta dito yung family mo,
Yes.
visiting. And kanina ko lang din nalaman that from 2012 pala, you have been visiting in Qatar. And it was only in 2018 or 2019 when you started working here.
That's true.
So, anong ginagawa mo pag bumibisita dito sa Qatar back then?
Well, at the time, I was, sort of immersing myself. Kasi kapag visiting family ka, you can only afford maybe at the most 30 days, di ba? Isang buwan lang naman. You can never be truly away from your work sa Pilipinas ng longer than that.
Yeah.
So, bisita lang, turista, starry-eyed tourist na nagtitingin ka una sa lahat, Sukwakif, yung mga ganyan. City Center pa noon kasi wala pa naman. There was Bellagio already, pero wala pa yung mga the likes of Place Vendôme. So Corniche was also one of the star places to go to na kailangan makita ng isang turista. So yun yung mga pinuntahan ko.
Yeah, these are the vibrant places
Oo,
back then.
yes.
Talagang nagtitipon-tipon dyan pag weekend.
Oo, immersing lang ako noon.
Okay.
Oo, hindi
So
pa ako
what-
nagsuscope ng trabaho.
What made you decide that, okay, I want to look for a job here in Qatar?
Well, I was married. So I thought, there has to come a time when I had to join my husband. So sabi ko, sige na nga, ito na yun. Kasi I've tried it back in 2016 and it didn't work out. Tapos sabi ko, 2018, itry ko na to for the long haul. Wala lang atrasan, Raymond.
Yeah.
Yung tipong pag nandito ka na talaga. Yung mentality mo, maghanap na tayo ng trabaho. And so parang I uprooted myself from the Philippines and it was quite hard kasi siguro any professional who have established themselves in the Philippines would also have the same feeling na parang anong future ko dito? Will I be good enough? May mga ganun, may self-doubt.
Meron ka pang ganung question na will I be
my
good
friend.
enough?
Grabe ka naman. Siyempre, dadating tayo sa ganung panahon, di ba, na parang hindi mo pa, parang kasi the moment that you feel like you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Exactly.
Alam mo yon. So dapat nandun pa rin yung yearning mo to be better or
and surrounding yourselves with people whom you believe are better than you para matuto ka din.
Correct. Self-reflection, self-evaluation. So nung sabi ko na, sige, itry na natin dito for the long haul, wala na, hindi na talaga ako umatras.
Yeah.
This was December 2018 going into 2019.
And then by March,
Yon.
narinig ng buong Qatar ang kauna-unahang Filipino broadcaster on the airwaves sa FM band.
Yes.
And it was your name,
Opo,
Chloe. How do you
correct.
feel about being the first Filipino na marinig on air?
Here's the thing, kasi pag mga ganyan, in hindsight, or kapag kunyari nagbabalik tanaw ka na, I think is the word, no? Doon mo lang marirealize na, nga no, parang historically, I did that. There was never a female broadcaster or a broadcaster, a general na Pilipino na gumawa pala nun prior. Pero pag nandun ka kasi sa trabaho, ang gusto mo lang gawin, magtrabaho.
Yeah, actually, no?
Alam mo, yung gusto mo lang na parang to create this, the best impression that you can possibly, make. Para to represent.
To pursue your passion, to do what you love doing. Parang hindi mo iniisip kung ano yung magiging tatatak ba to or whatsoever.
Ang gusto ko lang talaga nun, because it was a 4-hour show, is to do my thing. Kumbaga, kasi this was what I was trained, built, and this is what I've been doing for so many years of my life. Right. So basically, kinuha ko lang yung Chloe na nasa Pilipinas, dinala ko lang dito, tapos minodify ko lang siya nang naayon sa audience natin, yun, sa market nga, sa listeners mo. So ako pa rin yun, hindi ko siya binago. Modifications, yes. And they liked it.
Yeah. And actually, binabanggit mo kanina na, kumbaga, you uprooted yourself back from the Philippines, dinala mo dito, and then you have made a name na din kahit papaano sa Philippines, di ba? Over the number of years.
10 years, Raymond. Grabe.
Na talagang ginagawa. Pero, I was looking at your profile.
You were?
And I saw that initially, when you were studying back then, ang una mo kinuha ay pharmacy.
Yes.
So, what made you decide to take up pharmacy and then shift to broadcasting later on?
This is a funny story. Una sa lahat, daddy ko may kasalanan. Bakit pharmacy?
Okay.
My dad is very influential in my life. In fact, if you meet the man, you would know instantly kung saan ko nakuha yung, alam mo yon, yung public speaking, yung parang ganon, yung hilig sa, napakadaldal kasi ng dad ko, and he really commands the room.
Okay.
No, so sabi niya sa akin, anak, mag-apply ka sa UST. This was many years ago. Sabi ko, sige dad, ganyan, nag-apply ako. Tapos, sabi niya, mag-take up ka ng pre-med or find a course for pre-med.
Okay.
So pharmacy was that at the time kasi UST nga siya. So, naipasa ko siya. Pangatlo ko dun sa highest scorer for the ones who took the test. Oo. So sabi niya, naku, baka yan na yung sign. So I went with it, bilang masunuring anak. But a year into it, I thought, this is not my calling. This is not what I've been telling people since I was in grade school that I would take up when I reached this age. Sabi ko, I want to be a corporate lawyer. I want to be, in the media. Ganyan. Yeah. So sabi ko, bakit biglang nag-shift sa med? So after a year of trying it, it just didn't click. Hindi ko talaga gusto. Nag-shift ako to broadcast na.
At doon na nagsimula yun.
Oo.
And ang haba na nung naging career mo, di ba, sa broadcasting. And natutuwa ako na nakita na hindi lang pala pagraradyo, hindi lang as a TV presenter ka nakilala, but back in the Philippines, you were also doing voice talent for TV commercials, iba't ibang videos, at kasama dyan pati telenovela.
Yes, sir. Kasi malaki yung kita doon.
Ganun ba?
Oo.
Ma-try nga. Pag-aralan ko nga.
Yes, okay. Do you want an idea?
Sige.
Ganito yan. Kasi kapag nasa industriya ka naman ng voice acting or mga voice projects, sa Makati po kasi maraming mga studios, maraming mga recording studios dyan. So, sa boses na kaya ko, kasi malawak yung range ko, nakakasta ko lagi. So whether main character or sub-character, yung maliliit na characters, you get paid as a main character roughly mga 1,200 to 1,500 pesos per episode.
Yeah.
Telenovela to, Raymond.
Anong klaseng telenovela? Mga ano ba to? Yung
mga ilang episodes?
Yung mga tawag dito?
Yung mga
Mexican
20 years,
telenovela,
ganun.
mga ganyan.
Oo. Oo, as in mahahabang telenovela, mga
Pwede
600
ba makarinig ng
episodes.
sample from Chloe?
yung bata na lang.
Okay, sige.
Ano ba? Kasi in English to dubbed in English.
All right.
If I only had listened to my mother, we would have something to eat tonight.
Mga ganyan.
Wow.
So, pwedeng
Ang galing.
bata, pwedeng...
Wait lang, tumayo yung bali mo ka, promise. Hindi kasi,
Pwedeng
that's one of my
matanda.
frustrations. Ang hirap kasi mag-voice acting. Kasi you have to maintain the tone.
Yes.
You have to maintain the emotion all
Emotions
throughout.
ng character mo.
Oo, so kumbaga parang kailangan i-embody mo at parang kailangan may
Hanggang
sumanib sa'yo.
Yes, hanggang matapos yung 600 episodes na sinaynapan mo.
And apart from that, you were also doing some Disney projects.
Yes, that's true. I was a host for Disney. Most of my life, 10 years. So, ganun lang din, much of what I do, kapareho lang nung kung paano ako napasok sa Disney. Kasi it's through a friend na sabi niya, mag-apply ka dito because Disney is coming to Manila and they need a presenter. They need a host, character host. Para sa pag pumunta sila Mickey Mouse or any Disney character, tapos magro-roadshow sila in mga malls, ganyan.
See.
Ikaw yung host. Sabi ko, anong gagawin dyan? Sabi niya, you're gonna have to do 15 to 20 minutes of the pre-show. You engage the audience, mamimigay ka ng prize, and then you introduce the characters. You introduce
I see.
yung crew. So,
But not as a character like kunyari.
not as a character.
Okay.
As a character host.
Okay.
So, minsan, hindi ako si Chloe. Ako minsan si Matilda from ganitong kingdom. Ganyan. Naka-dress din ako or something. Depende
So,
sa...
naka-costumes din to?
Oo,
Oh,
naka-costume. Tapos pag si Mickey Mouse, dapat pag ganun ka. May mga acting, pag mga Disney princesses naman, mga pag ganyan-ganyan. Yung kapareho mo sila, kumbaga.
Yeah.
And I did that for 10 years of my career. And nahasa ako doon, Raymond, kasi grabe talaga sila ka-strict.
Yeah.
And so they brought that same discipline, that same level of commitment in performance. So doon ako na
Yeah.
Doon
So
ako
you've been
nahasa.
doing a number of roles, from being on the radio to voiceovers, voice acting,
Yes.
hosting for Disney and even AXN,
Yeah.
among many others. So how did you identify these opportunities and how did you seize them?
Identifying them, I suppose, it goes back to kasi ano yung gusto mo eh. So ako kasi, I constantly want to expand in my craft. Parang sabi ko, I have to, hindi pwedeng ito lang ginagawa ko. There has to be other doors that I can, kick down and see if I can, if I can go down this path. So, try-try lang din. At saka bilang Pilipinong raketera, kailangan mag-try ka ng iba na para dapat meron kang multiple sources of income.
Right.
And in the process of doing that, nabibuild mo yung confidence mo, nabibuild mo yung curiosity mo, tapos dun mo pag-aaralan, kaya ko ba yan? Paano ko ba hahasain yan? Sino ba yung mga pwede kong tanungin? Sino ba yung mga pwede kong sino yung pwede kong maging mentor? Ganun, mahilig kasi ako maghanap ng mentor.
Yeah.
Oo, na magtuturo.
After you have been mentored, you also mentored other individuals.
Oo.
You gave back. So,
Yes.
how many students have you had? Madami na siguro din over the years, ano?
Oo. This is for a radio station that I worked in for nearly a decade. They're called Mellow 94.7.
Okay.
From what I heard, they're celebrating their 50th year or 60th year now. So, sa 10 taong ko nagtrabaho sa Melo, nakaisip kami ng paraan para kumuha ng mga young talents from different colleges and universities. So sabi namin, kung sino yung mga interesado dyan, magpa-hold tayo ng audition. So we do this every year. I did it for nearly 6 or 7 years. So yun, from iba-ibang schools yan, nang walang bayad. So apprenticeship siya.
Okay.
And then if we feel that they are trainable enough, we gather them, shortlist namin. Tapos eventually, we hire them as our own.
You train them
Oo,
para talagang maging full-time
So
radio
parang
presenter
farming.
din.
Yes. And I'm very proud to say na ang dami for the many batches that I trained under my learning tree na ngayon nasa mga full-on media practitioners na even with the ESPN, ESPN or with mga e-games, sila na yung mga nagko-call ng games, and even with yung mga courtside reporters, napunta na sila sa ganong field. So from radio to sport to e-games to writing news for mga different organizations or podcast.
Paano maging mentor si Chloe? Stricta ba?
Alam mo, Raymond, kasi
Hindi, kasi minsan may mga ganun, especially in the media, di ba?
Oo.
Parang madalas kapag kayong nag-train sa'yo or nag-mentor, yun yung mga talagang matitinding discipline kasi talaga ang kailangan, di ba? And especially
that's
with the
true.
nature of the work, kailangan may bilang yung mga ilang seconds ka magsasalita. So,
naalala mo dati nung pag sa school ka, yung yung teacher mo na magaling, not necessarily yung strict. Alam mo, kasi may mga teachers ako dati na stricta nga, pero hindi naman ako natuto dahil sobrang pressure, lagi akong takot. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, if I have the chance in the future to become a teacher, I will be a peer teacher. I will be a peer leader.
Yeah.
So I have to understand kung ano yung pinaka-effective na paraan para turuan yung teenager.
right.
So,
Oo, kasi lalo mga mga college students.
Oo. So parang sabi ko, kasi dati yung training ko sa radyo, yung bibigyan ka ng dead air intentionally.
Actually, ayun nga ang
Diba?
alam ko.
Tapos magsasalita ka ng, okay, what am I gonna say? So,
Tapos pagkapatay ng microphone, parang, anong ginawa mo? Bakit ganyan? Ang sinabi mo?
exactly. So, sabi ko, hindi maganda yung experience ko na ganon. But here's the thing. I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of that, but I will transform it into a way na mas approachable yung teaching methodology.
Right.
Kasi naalala ko siya kasi na-traumatize ako. Hindi ko siya naalala dahil natuto ako.
Okay.
So I said, it has to stick in their memory and they have to go back and say, I learned because I really absorbed what you taught me, not because I was fearful.
Yeah.
So peer
So
teacher
more
ako.
on talagang caring, I would say.
Yeah.
So nabanggit mo kanina na kumbaga there was some sort of trauma.
Oo.
Hindi ba yun naging discouragement sa'yo to pursue what you wanted to pursue?
Hindi eh. Actually, sabi mo nga, mahilig ka sa mga babaeng independent, di ba? Yung parang, mo yung parang nare-recognize mo sila or you see their potential or you see that about them.
Mas na-amaze ako.
Oo, nakaka-amaze siyang ganyan. So, ako kasi, the more you put me down, the more I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Okay.
Ganun kasi yung mentality ko eh.
Palaban.
Palaban. Pag sinabi mo sa akin, ay, hindi mo kaya yan, parang hindi ka para dyan. You watch me, wait lang, baka... Give me time.
Okay.
Give me time because maybe I can.
Yeah. Pero
So,
syempre, pag nagsisimula talaga nagkakamali.
Oo naman.
Was there like a memorable instance na nagkamali ka na hanggang ngayon talagang naaalala mo pa? Kasi ako may ganyan eh. When I started in the radio, merong isang kanta na pinapatugtog ako. This was a song of Katy Perry. Unconditionally ang title.
Okay.
But the way
It's
it
a
was
good song.
sang, unconditionally.
Correct.
So after the song, sabi ko, that was unconditionally, and I was like, oh my God.
Di ba ang saya? You remember it?
Oo, gusto kong tumalikod, patayin ng lahat ng at mag-walk out.
Di pwede. Di
Ayun na
pwede
nga.
yun.
So those were the early days na meron ako on the radio. Pero ikaw, what was your most memorable, funny or memorable moment on the radio?
Meron akong one time, and this was the only time that I remember that I said a bad word on air. Yung, yung sa ating, basta slang siya na hindi ko dapat sinabi. But because I was so into the interview, sila, Moy Palaboy, naalala mo to? Yung nila, duo nila, yung pairing nila, di ba?
It's a fun show.
It was a fun show
Yeah.
because we had them as a guest. Tapos, parang pinag-uusapan yata nila yung latest project nila or the Bubble Gang stint.
Yeah.
Tapos, parang ganun sila, kasi Chloe, ganito. Hindi, Moy, ganito. Tapos, and then I said, PI.
Okay.
On air. This was live. And this was a midday show. Sabi ko, oh my God. Tapos lahat sila, wow, naganunan yung, pati yung crew nila, ganyan. Pati yung producer namin.
Well, actually, nangyayari talaga minsan yung mga ganon. Kasi feeling natin parang nagkukwentuhan na lang
Oo,
tayo,
correct.
na feeling natin wala ng camera or wala ng microphone.
May live stream pa kami noon.
Oo nga. So talagang pagka you're into the moment, parang
Yeah.
nakakalimutan mo lahat.
Correct.
But of course, you've done a lot of things in your career
Yeah.
as a radio presenter, TV presenter, host, among other things. But at the same time, behind that, you also lead a life that is full of adventure. And in fact, you're also into sports.
Yes.
You are into dragon boat racing and at the
Yeah.
same time, scuba diving. So, paano napasok si Chloe sa mga ganung bagay?
Dahil sa ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
'Cause that's
But
the
you're
thing.
still continuing to do that, right?
Yeah, oo.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about the people who come to your life. Alam mo yung parang they become a part of you. So you take the good ones and the bad, but if, at the end of the day, you really take the learnings, kumbaga. So I had an ex-boyfriend before, and this is a funny story, kasi siya yung nag-ano sa akin, motivate, nag-influence na sabi niya, sige, itry mo lang to, ganyan-ganyan. And since I like getting in the water, sabi ko,
Yeah.
sige, finally, I'll do it.
Okay.
But it was expensive in the beginning. Tayo
Right.
naman nagsisimula pa lang sa Pilipinas.
Right.
But I got into it and I liked it. So to this day, since 2009, whenever I have the chance, I hone my skills. I'm one level to becoming a dive master. So right now,
Oh,
I'm a
wow.
rescue diver. So
Okay.
nandun na tayo sa training ng EFR, Emergency First Response, kung paano ka magsasave ng tao pag
Yeah.
nalulunod,
Exactly.
nagpapanik,
Okay.
or yung, kunyari, yung diver nakasama mo, biglang hindi na gumalaw sa ilalim ng tubig, what are you gonna do? So may ganong training na ako. Oo.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Malapit ka na maging dive master. Pero yung doon sa Dragon Boat, nagre-race ka na. And in
Yes.
fact, your team has won an award already. And soon, you will be having another competition, right?
Yes, that's right. So, meron tayo kasi dito sa Qatar, Raymond, it's called Qatar Dragon Boat Alliance. So, Pilipino kasi nagdala dito ng sport, ng Dragon Boat. No? This was some years ago. And so, nanganak yun ng maraming mga
Yeah.
premier teams. And bumuo na kami ng isang team actually to represent the alliance.
Okay.
So, magko-compete kami sa Barcelona at the end of, this is 4th week of May.
4th week of May.
Oo. So ang training namin ngayon talaga is for the sole purpose of makapag-uwi na medalya para hindi naman sayang ang punta namin
Ang
doon.
aga ng training niyan. Kasi may kaibigan
Oo.
ako na naggaganyan eh.
Oo.
I think you know him from an airline company before.
Oo.
Si...
Sino ba to?
Saka na natin mag-isa.
Oh, sige.
But yeah,
Oo.
so...
Maaga talaga.
Sobrang aga, parang 4 a.m. pa lang yata. You have to wake
Oo.
up.
Pag summer, inaagahan talaga namin para hindi masyadong mainit, hindi naman kami mabilad. Pag nga ditong mga time, mga alas 5, ganyan.
Okay.
Of a Friday, imagine, what do you do on a Thursday night, tas gigising ka ng
Ayun na nga.
Friday, di
Ayun
ba?
na nga.
Ang aga-aga.
So talagang kailangan ng dedication
Oo, talaga.
and commitment. Ginagawa mo na ba sa Philippines yung Dragon Boat Racing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oo.
Ito yung mga nasa Manila Bay, di ba?
Oo,
So
kami
isa ka sa mga
yun.
nandun? Oh, wow.
Noong 2006 kasi nag-start ako dyan, nayaya lang talaga ako kasi may mga friends, mga tropa,
Yeah.
ganyan. O, try natin to. It's only 25 pesos, ganyan. Sabi ko, hindi ba tayo malulunod dyan or anything? So may ano naman everything, my life jacket.
Kumbaga trip-trip lang nung una.
Oo, alam mo yun,
Okay.
yung-
And then you enjoyed it later on.
Oo, mga influence lang din ng friends. Tapos sabi ko, this is sabi ko, this is exhilarating. Sabi ko, tsaka challenging kasi yung sasampa ka pa lang ng boat, you have to get your balance and everything.
Yeah.
Tapos you learn the technique.
And then sasabayan mo yung...
Oo, yung beating.
Yeah.
Oo, yung beating. And then, tapos I got competitive. May international races din naman sa atin sa Pilipinas, sa Boracay. So, sumasali na ako doon.
Okay.
And then here, nakapag-race na ako sa Sharjah.
Okay.
And then this one, ito naman yung sa Barcelona, which is
Okay.
to conquer. To conquer is their term. Europe naman daw. So, tingnan natin.
All the best sa inyo.
Salamat.
Sa competition na yan. Balitaan nyo kami.
Oo, kung
so at least
ano.
we can also feature the entire team.
Oh,
Hopefully
yes.
dito sa
Naku, marami
studio,
sila.
no? It's
Marami
okay.
kami.
It's okay. We can
30
have
of
them
us.
in separate batches. Siguro.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We can discuss that later on. Pero nakakatawa because you do have that adventurous spirit in you.
Yeah.
And even last year, hindi ka talagang tumigil na to do certain things na hindi mo pa nagagawa. Because
Yes.
last year, you went on a solo trip sa
Yeah.
Europe for 10 days nga
For
ba?
10 days, yeah,
Yeah.
more or less.
So what made you decide, okay, gagawin ko to?
It was because it was nearing my birthday and I'm thinking to myself, ano kayang pwede kong gawin nitong birthday ko na sabi ko na memorable, ganyan, natatatak sa akin. And there's one thing that I've really feared doing, it's to travel alone. Because I'm a very family-oriented person na, or gusto ko kapag magta-travel ako, meron akong kasama lagi. Meron
At
kang,
saka conversationalist ka talaga.
Ayun, wala akong
kapag
kausap nung una.
Exactly.
Oo,
So
diba?
how was that trip?
It was a it was thought opening kasi kaya ko pala yun. I went, ang nahirapan ako was France because their signages mostly in even mga train stations talagang in French. And I can't say the names. I mean, even if I tried, and I did try, the Lord knows how many times I tried, hindi talaga nila ako naintindihan. So I would always write it on a piece of paper. Even their instructions, hindi ko talaga din magets. So there's a whole communication barrier. Pero sabi ko, hindi, you gotta think. I mean, come on, it has to make sense in your head. So dun ko na-prove sa sarili ko, kaya ko naman palang maging self-reliant. Even the taking pictures and the videos.
Pero hindi ka na bored?
Hindi ako na-bored. Grabe talaga. And even...
Kasi ako nagbiyahe na ako dati
Nag-try
mag-isa. Oo, multiple
Na-bored
times.
ka?
Okay naman din.
Oo.
Hindi rin naman ako talagang yung makwento na tao.
Oo.
Tahimik lang ako. Pero kahit tahimik ako, na-bored ako.
Talaga?
Well, na-enjoy ko naman din siya. Pero there would be moments that you wanted to share this experience
Yes.
with that person na, uy, ang ganda nito.
Ang ganda.
ganyan.
Yeah, that's
ang sarap
true.
nitong pagkain na to. And
But
all.
there's nobody there,
Yeah.
correct? Ayun nga parang...
Pipicturean mo na lang.
Tapos isi-send mo sa family group. That's what I did. So I didn't feel alone because there were so many other solo travelers in the tour group that I joined. So nag-join ako ng mga tour groups, and that's how I made connections and made friends. And the beauty of it is if when you meet these people during yung mga travel, papakinggan mo rin yung story nila and you learn how fascinating people are. I mean, okay, so you think to yourself na, wow, I love my life, and this is a life that, I'm sure is the envy of somebody.
Yeah.
But then again, you listen to other people's stories, parang, wow,
Exactly.
iba rin sila.
Exactly.
It's so fascinating to me. So,
At saka masarap yung nakakamit ka ng ibang tao from different cultures.
True.
Tapos minsan
you can
may
never learn that in
makakahanap-
books.
At saka makakahanap ka minsan ng similarities with the Filipino culture. Parang, ay, ganun
totoo.
din pala sila. Akala ko ibang-iba sila. Ganun din pala.
Hindi. I
Diba?
mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We're all moms, dads,
Yeah.
Children. So, and travelers also. Kung ano bang gusto mong, what's your point of traveling
In
alone?
search of something new.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo.
Discovering,
Independence,
yeah.
ganyan, freedom.
Or just having fun.
Having fun, ganon.
Enjoying kung anong meron, di ba?
Oo.
Na binigay sa atin.
Oh, and being grateful actually.
Yeah.
So I've met so many people na talagang lagi na sinasabi na I'm so grateful for my life. So nakakatuwa. Yeah.
You're living an adventurous life, a wonderful life. So, taking into consideration yung career mo and yung naging journey mo in life as a whole, what do you think is the highlight so far?
Of my
Of
story.
of your story.
Ano bang highlight? Nako, it's really tough to summarize a person's life. Lalo na, syempre tayo, dami natin mga pinagdaanan sa buhay.
Exactly.
But I think for me, the highlight is, if I can sum it up with to three things. To me, it's always been the hunger for learning. Parang hindi ka dapat nag-iisip na ang tanda ko na, wala na ako matututunan, or parang maybe this is it, maybe I can just die doing this. It's okay to have that thought, maybe that will work for you, but definitely for me, I need something to stimulate me in a sense that, parang isipin ko na, hindi, meron pa there has got to be more to this.
Yeah.
And it's always great to explore that. So always be curious. Number two is, for me, I did mention it, gratitude. Kasi kapag hindi ka grateful dun sa mga na-receive mo na biyaya,
Right.
parang how can you look back with happiness and joy in your heart, di ba? And thirdly, for me, it's also paying forward. It's not just about receiving the blessings from others. You have to be a blessing for others too. So,
Exactly.
alam mo yon, and kung ano yung hindi mo, kasi may iba na, pre, bawi ako sa'yo, or girl, bawi ako sa'yo, ganyan. It doesn't have to be like that all the time. When the situation calls for it, be the blessing to others. And,
Or kung ano man yung natanggap mo sa isang tao, pwede mo namang ibalik yun sa paraan na nagbibigay ka sa iba.
Correct. Oo.
So
Lalo na sa
that's-
nangangailangan,
Yeah,
diba?
that's paying it forward talaga.
Oo.
And is there like any advice that you can tell our viewers right now, especially those who are in their youth and looking forward to a great career, lalo na sa mga kababaihan, ano yung advice na mabibigay mo sa kanila?
Okay, so for those who are looking to parang build their career, I think two things for me is to build on your passions kasi your passions, it's your gut feel that's telling you na internally na para dito ka. Ito kasi yung gusto mo eh. When you find something that you're truly passionate about, you're gonna do it every single day without having to think na kailangan, I have to be paid for this. Because you'll be very happy to do it for free.
Exactly.
So it's a bonus if you get paid a lot of money for it, for doing something that you're truly happy working or doing. So find that passion. Kasi yung passion na yun talaga yung calling mo. Kasi kapag gumawa ka ng ibang bagay, nauuwi ka pa rin dun sa gusto mo talaga, baka yun talaga yung para sa'yo, di ba?
Yeah.
I-try mo.
Yeah. And eventually it will pay.
Oh,
it will pay off. Diba?
Yes. And I'm one living proof of that. Radio in the Philippines really wasn't paying so much at the time. But I said, I'm gonna stick to this. And I exchanged my corporate job for it. So sabi ko, because this is what I truly want. And secondly, dun sa mga gustong parang gumawa i-build nga yung career nila, especially sa mga kababaihan, is to find a mentor, find a role model, and ideally somebody that you can trust. You know, somebody that you can be vulnerable with, and somebody that you can learn from. Yung parang nakikita mo siya na, I want to do what she's doing, and I want to have the life that she's leading, and maybe I can learn from her. So ganon. So it has to be somebody na pwede mong tanungin, pwede kayong magkaroon ng connection. Ganyan. So, find the mentor.
Feeling ko ang daming magme-message sa'yo after this program.
Ay.
Hanapin ka nila sa social media.
Sige po.
Tapos, pwede po ba magpa-mentor? Feeling ko
Gagawa po
gano'n.
tayo ng Raymond and Chloe mentorship program.
Actually, parang gusto ko magpa-mentor na din eh. Sa'yo.
Gawa natin na schedule.
Sige. Gawa natin na schedule. But before we end this conversation, kasi dito sa Sinag, we want to share a light sa ating community. And of course, Sinag is a Filipino word and it means a ray of light.
Yeah.
But what does Sinag personally mean to you in the context of your life's journey?
To me, what Sinag symbolizes are the people who, draw light to your life. Siguro in terms of symbolism, ito yung mga tao na dumadating sa buhay mo, they don't necessarily have to stay. They just come to your life and bring the brightness, bring clarity, and bring, a sense of parang realization para you can be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
So you learn from them. And the thing is, sa akin kasi, yung mga tao na mga ganito, sometimes they go, sometimes they stay, sometimes they no longer want to be friends with you, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you take them for what they are, teachers. And I think that to me is Sinag.
All right. Thank you so much, Chloe.
Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you. It's actually a pleasure to have you
Yeah.
here in the program. And
Salamat.
again, we hope that we get to have you more often dito sa Sinag.
Yes, I love the set here.
Oh, thank you.
Oo.
Thank you. It was
Kudos to the
it
team.
was designed by our creative director nandito.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much, Chloe.
Salamat po.
And to all our viewers who have been inspired and who have enjoyed this program, all you have to do is to react to this video, share it to your family and your friends, and don't forget to follow us for more inspiring and entertaining content. Follow nyo lang ang @SinagDM on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Isama nyo na rin pati ang TikTok. Dahil dito sa Sinag Digital Media, we shine brighter together.
Shoutout ko po yung mga crew namin and mga katrabaho ko sa Qatar Media Corporation, particularly mga taga QBS Radio. Hello sa inyong lahat. Also sending a shoutout to Qatar Dragon Boat Alliance and my mother team, which is Philippine Dragon Boat Warriors. I'm also sending a quick shoutout sa lahat po na bumubuo ng Sinag Studio. Maraming salamat po for having me.
Dahil dito sa Sinag Digital Media,
We shine brighter together.
Sinag Spotlight.